Crohn's disease has been in the news lately because of Mr. Beast and how he responded to an interview question about his disease.
Not like I don't mind talking about it, it's just I've really never talked about it publicly. I don't even know. I've never even had anyone ask me about it publicly, really.
Do you want me to end this part?
No, it's just
But Crohn's disease is not new. It was invented by Burrell Bernard Crohn in 1932 at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. It's described as an autoimmune disease of the small intestine.
I'm sick, I have Crohn's, so it sucks.
In this video, I'm going to talk about what exactly is Crohn's disease, top symptoms, and what untreated Crohn's disease can turn into. If you or someone you know has the disease, then stick around for this video.
HappiMoto.
IBS, known as irritable bowel syndrome. Crohn's is one of the two IBS diseases, the other being ulcerative colitis. Crohn's disease causes the body to attack the digestive tract. While stress and diet can impact the disease, it does not cause the disease.
The reason Staten Island hates me is because I represent what they are. You know, a mentally ill community college dropout who got a Game of Thrones tattoo before watching the show.
And most cases of Crohn's disease are not related to any family history. Unlike IBS, Crohn's does not go away with dietary changes. Crohn's disease begins in the smaller intestine but can impact any part of the digestive tract, including the esophagus, stomach, and colon. Inflammation from Crohn's can penetrate all 4 levels of the bowel walls. Ouch!
I'd just be in pain all day and I wouldn't be able to eat, and then I'd smoke and I'd be able to eat and be able to do my shows.
And while many people are born with the disease, it's most commonly diagnosed between age 40 to 60. So let's get started talking about symptoms. The first symptom is eye-related problems. Crohn's can cause the tissue around the eye to become inflamed. And Crohn's is associated with these eye conditions. These conditions can cause sensitivity to light, excess tears, burning, stinging, redness, and itching. Scientists don't yet know the relation between Crohn's and eye disease, but these eye issues may come under control with treatment of Crohn's. Number 2 symptom of Crohn's, frequent bowel movements. Crohn's causes inflammation in the bowels, so it's no wonder it's associated with frequent bowel movements. And frequent bowel movements is a sign of Crohn's, but this is just the beginning of symptoms associated with the gut.
And no one could believe it, and I can't believe it.
Number 2 symptom of Crohn's is diarrhea. Because the intestine is inflamed, it may be absorbing less water and salt, and the result is diarrhea. 3 to 5% of the American population is said to have frequent diarrhea for various issues. In that poll, that 3 to 5% of the population, 83% of those patients had Crohn's disease. It's safe to say that diarrhea is common with Crohn's disease, but this is not as bad as it gets. Number 4 symptom of Crohn's, bloody poop.
Where are you from?
Oh, Staten Island, which means I'm half seagull and half garbage.
Crohn's disease causes the intestines to become inflamed. The bowel walls may start to produce ulcers and even bleed. Lighter color blood means it's coming from a lower part in the gut, and darker color blood means it's coming from higher up. We are not done with the gut-related symptoms. Symptom number 5, intra-abdominal abscesses. These abscesses are a collection of pus or infected fluid that is surrounded by inflamed tissue in the belly. It can happen in any abdominal organ, or it can settle into the folds of the bowels. Once an abscess has developed, antibiotic treatments won't work. An intra-abdominal abscess needs the fluid drained for it to heal. This can be done in a short procedure where a needle is injected into the inflamed part and the pus is removed. Number 6 and the last gut-related issue, rectal tiredness.
When you're sick, your life is going from the couch to the bathroom, to the bed, to the bathroom, you're sleeping, you can't do anything else.
This does not apply to all Crohn's patients, but many deal with this symptom. And it makes sense. Crohn's disease is associated with frequent bowel movements and diarrhea. And that means that the anus is working overtime. Just like that guy on the freeway trying to merge at the last second possible. This can cause rectal tiredness, ulcers, or even fissures.
I got a kid in my fucking car, and you're driving like an asshole.
An anal fissure is when there is a tear in the colon or around the anus. And it sounds really painful, but it is a common symptom of Crohn's. Number 7 symptom of Crohn's, anemia and malnutrition.
But I'm that guy from SNL that everyone thinks is in desperate need of more blood.
With Crohn's, the body has digestion issues. Parts of the intestines and the digestive tract are weakened with Crohn's through its inflammation. So the body is not able to properly digest food or absorb all the nutrients in the food consumed. Despite eating regular meals, patients with Crohn's disease can become malnourished. Number 8 symptom of Crohn's, night sweats. And this is common with Crohn's disease. No matter what temperature it is, when you go to bed, you may wake up hot and drenched in sweat. These temperature changes can range from a low to a medium grade fever. And some immunosuppressive drugs that are often prescribed with Crohn's can increase the occurrence of night sweats. Number 9 and the last symptom of Crohn's, menstruation issues. Women with Crohn's disease may experience inconsistent and irregular menstruation cycles that greatly vary in severity. Young women tend to think that their cycle will balance out when they get older, and older women tend to think that they are heading into menopause early. But this is an important symptom and one to not be ignored. And not all cases of Crohn's will show the symptoms. This is known as a silent disease that, while showing no symptoms, make patients feel kind of crappy. The presence of a C-reactive protein is the factor that most doctors will use for diagnosis, and the way to find silent Crohn's is through regular testing. But Crohn's can bring a lot of issues untreated.
Antonelli has a severe case where he has an ileostomy, which means doctors removed most of his large intestine and mostly all of the diseased portion of his small intestine.
Multiple ulcers and fissures can develop, but Crohn's is not deadly, and like many autoimmune diseases, it does not lead to fatality, but the complications from Crohn's can. Any untreated disease will lead to a lower quality of life, and untreated Crohn's does just that. Untreated Crohn's in young people typically does not lead to any long-term consequences.
I got Crohn's disease like when I was like 17 or 18.
And older patients may develop dementia in their older life. But untreated Graves is a pain in the you-know-what. If any of these symptoms sound familiar to you,
I'm sick, I have Crohn's, so it sucks.
Get yourself to a doctor and get some blood tests. As a reminder, I'm not a doctor or a medical professional. I'm someone with an autoimmune disease sharing information I've learned along my journey. If you like this video, please give it a like. In the comments, let me know about your autoimmune disorder or experience you have with someone who has Crohn's disease. And if you like health-related topics like this, check out my autoimmune playlist and videos coming soon to this channel. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.